Can you hear me? Are we connected? Oh, this is going to get weird. Of course, at this point, I can't expect anything different. Of course, okay, audio's working. Awesome. Let's dive right in. Turn-tech Godhead began pestering ectobiologist. Okay, I'm in. In where? The medium. Oh, already? Oh, double time. Hello to both Rebecca Blue and Ender King. Yeah, I know. These streams aren't super consistent. I'm sorry for that. It is what it is. I try. Oh, already? What do you mean? Already shit took 4 goddamn years. What? We are in... Oh, hours. Okay. I can't read. Jesus Christ. I guess time flew by while I was doing other stuff. How did it go? With you and Jade, I guess. I don't want to talk about it. Imagine the worst day of your life. Of my life. Imagine the worst day of my life. Just stood up and clinked a glass like it was about to give a speech, then took a shit in my dinner and passed out with its pants down. Ew, dog. Ew. Yeah. So nasty. Gross, dude. STFU. What are you doing? I'm in a rocket pack and I'm about to blast off into space. Okay, so this is what we were reading prior to the flash forward. It should be sweet. I need some advice. My Colonel Sprite, which was this brainless feathery asshole with a sword in it, turned into this bigger, like, ghostly feathery asshole with a sword in it. It seems to want me to prototype it again. Not sure what to do. Have you asked Rose? She's asleep for some reason. Wow, really? Psychologists need sleep? Yeah, I saw her there, all tuckered out. Like she got smacked in the face with a pillowcase full of the snooze wizard's beard dander. Because obviously it's a fucking prime time for swiping some shut-eye right now. Like a few hours into her magic stupid quest. Anyway, what do you think? I don't really know. I mean, it's supposed to be like your ghostly spirit guide or something. Unless you have the remains of a wise old dead grandparent lying around, I'm not sure what to tell you. Okay, fine, but it seems to be suggesting something here, and I guess I'm kinda weirded out by its suggestion. I don't know. Just do what it says. It knows stuff about the game, so it probably knows better than I do. I gotta go. Gonna blast off to the 7th gate and win this game, I guess. Okay, well, it definitely sounds like you're fucking something up over there. But alright, later. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump to before and see if the chat's changed. No, I think it's the same. Okay. Wait! What? Don't go yet! Something's up. Okay, it's me from the future. Huh? It's me! I just appeared from the future, wearing a red suit. He says don't go or you're gonna die. Lame. What kind of gullible stooge do you think I am? He says I don't know gullible enough to trust a lead-speaking troll who wants you dead and strap a rocket pack cause she said to. This is like some terrible April Fool's prank, but 13 days too late. Remember, you are talking to the pranking master! Okay, that was probably the dumbest thing you ever said just now. If future you is real, then why don't you let me talk to him? Do you hear what you're saying? Oh my god, this guy is me. If I get him to talk to you, you're just talking to me again. Jesus, it proves nothing. Hold on, someone else is bugging me. Turn tech godhead began pestering ectobiologist. John, but wiser than usual. Stop being a fool and unbuckle yourself from that piece of shit. If our friendship means anything, you'll listen to me and past Dave. This is future Dave, by the way. Wow, you're really pulling out all the stops for this stunt. Using your phone and computer at the same time to message me. You're kinda going through a lot of trouble, actually. I don't know why you're bothering with this. Yeah, exactly. Why would I bother? This sort of cornball horseshit is your cup of tea, not mine! Don't make me track you down through time and stop you in person! You can't track down through time what you can't catch! Pshoo! Oh god, did you just blast off? No, but that would have been sweet if I did just then. Okay, well, just don't, okay? I'm turning this timeline over to past Dave and helping you all stay alive and do this thing the right way this time. Just stay on the goddamn ground, for fuck's sake. I am future Dave, and I'm generally more responsible. Okay, I guess. And I will not wear my cool suit! Apparently! Wait, you gave past Dave all your future stuff? Paradox, I think. I think. Hey, we got a new sprite. Alright. That's actually fucking amazing. This doesn't feel possible, even by this world's odd standards. Boopstrap? Sup. Okay, do I give you two different voices? Hey, sup. Like, yeah, I gotta give him that slightly more grizzled tone. Sup. Hey, sup. Okay. Damn it, I needed to practice! No! Shoo! This is stupid! Rose, pester Dave, and while you're at it, please pick up your clothes. At this point, it's just silly. Strida, I need you to do me a favor. Can you take a capture of my bedroom and send me the file? For no reason in particular. Oh yeah, okay, this is the same stuff. Prepare for nap. Thank you! It's weird when the characters start listening to me. I'm in charge! You bundle up your knittings into a cozy nest. You aren't all that tired, though. It's hard to imagine falling asleep without the luxury of Harley's narcolepsy. Does she do that with John, too? The referring to by the last name thing? Future Dream Rose cease to exist. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's a little confusing. So that the dream Rose doesn't exist when Rose is asleep. I don't get it. Dave Sprite, Troll GC. I have written down all their names, or at least the ones we've talked to. And I've started. Oh, these are my notes. These are the state of my notes. I've written down all the names of the characters, of the trolls, rather. Let's see. So, let's see. We've got GC, so Gallows Calibrator. And I've started to try and track the timeline of when they, conversations take place, from both perspectives. The perspective of Gallows and the perspective of the various the heroes. Dave Sprite, Troll Gallows Calibrator. Okay. So it's orange when it's Dave Sprite. Okay. I should be able to remember that. Don't talk to John anymore. No, that's way too far away from... Bro! Don't talk to John anymore. He's an impressionable doofus. Your plan didn't work. I mean, it did, but then suddenly it didn't. So you might as well quit trying. You smell like orange creamsicles. You smell like orange creamsicles. What? You're aliens. Do you even have orange creamsicles? Of course, what kind of awful civilization wouldn't invent orange creamsicles? Not one I'd want anything to do with. Okay, pretty far-fetched, but whatever. No more hijinks from you. No, I'm losing it. Dude. No more hijinks from you, 'cause I'll make sure they won't work. Well, obviously I knew it wasn't going to work. My friends have been talking to John from the future. Your future, where he's not dead. So there was no way what I did was going to kill him. I just wanted to mess with him and stuff. I don't think you're following. You did kill him, sort of. Then I went back in time to stop him. Yeah, I guessed there was a chance something like that might happen. Alright, but... Okay, look, I'm only Dave from 4 months in the future. I'm not that much smarter than current Dave. I'm just more grizzled in general. What? Alright, but did you guess that by trolling John to his grave and making me splinter us off into an alt timeline, that you were basically complicit in making our timeline go the way it was supposed to go all along, where future me is now helping Dave and we just keep playing, and our actions ultimately lead to the trouble you're all in now, thus leading you all to troll us incompetently? Oh, no! I didn't think of that! Yeah, see, none of you ever thinks anything through. Who's in charge of the timeline management there? I gotta give him the business. She doesn't want to talk to any of you, and has misgivings about this whole thing. Not all of us are that enthusiastic about trolling you guys, and the ones who are sort of suck at it. Well, at least you got John to off himself, so I guess you're not totally incompetent like the others. Like that awful rapper. So John actually did what I said. Yeah, I'm telling you, huge pushover. He will do what you say, unless it happens to be for his own good. Then all a sudden, usually that would be all of a sudden, fuck. He's a tough nut to crack, go figure. Now I feel kinda bad. Are you sure I can't talk to him, even if it's just to apologize? Would that be okay with you, Sir Brave Knight? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. No more coy bullshit antics, though. Not even like an idiotic, angry, winking emote. Oh, what? You're going to hunt me down through time? Oh no! Yeah, you do realize I'm way higher on the ladder than you, even if you are from the future. Are you sure you want to get your clock cleaned? That's... Oh, I'm sorry. I was fuck. I was so confused. I was like, how do you know that, Dave? How do you know that you're stronger? I'm so confused. You do realize I'm way higher on my ladder than you, even if you are from the future. Are you sure you want to get your clock cleaned by a blind chick? Okay, even if that's true, I just merged with an impaled orange goddamn bird, and now I got all these crazy powers. Ugh, self-prototyping, so dumb. This is why you all screw up so bad, always bending the rules like that. Well, can't stop you now, so might as well drop it. Hey, Dave! What? I've been researching some of your Earth soap operas. Is this you? I don't... Which Captain Planet guy was this again? Human Captain Planet. Oh, Jesus. Fuck no. Why would that breathtaking douche remind you of me at all? But he has a very fiery personality, sort of brash and impetuous, and in your face. Like fire itself. Now I know you're bullshitting me. Do I seem like the kind of guy who'd accept a magic ring from Whoopi Goldberg to awaken some egregious homo fantasy for a ripped blue dude's mammoth eco-friendly bulge? That guy's an asshole and needs to be sealed in a duffel bag and whipped something ungodly with a bamboo shoot. Who's Whoopi Goldberg? Who cares? Okay, I made some modifications. This is so you, Dave. Come on, admit it. It's how bad the drawing is that makes this amazing. With the sword. Okay, yeah, that is pretty much fucking spot on. You're actually a pretty good troll. As long as you don't bug John, I guess that's all there is to say on the matter. Thanks, Dave. To be fair, I'm sure every one of us wishes we thought of future self-prototyping first. So, you're not really all that terrible. Oh, I gotta hold on to this voice for GC. I quite like using this voice. Who are you talking to? Just telling a troll to step off. Okay, cool. So now that you're a sprite, do you know everything about the game? Well, I knew a lot anyway, 'cause I'm from the future. But yeah, I know more stuff now, like things meant specifically for sprites to clue players in on, but packaged in these, like, I guess, riddles. I'm supposed to be cagey about it, but I don't really feel like it. Ask me anything, go ahead, I'll give you a straight answer, or at least I'll try to. I sort of see the gag that's coming right now. Alright, here goes. Why are we so fucking awesome? That's the best fucking question anyone's ever asked. Yeah, so is everything cool with this John business? Is he gonna be okay? That's up to him. If he decides to wise up and listen to us, if not. Just realized that every conversation Dave has with Dave Sprite is going to be like this. Okay. That's That's up to him. If he decides to wise up and listen to us. If not, then we just bail everyone out yet again. Okay. All that gear you picked up should let you breeze through the first couple gates, even at a low level. Later, you'll unlock the ability to bring your sprite down with you. And we'll take care of it. Well, I think we mean to say we'll, but okay, shit together. It shouldn't even be misspelled because they're talking to each other. Wait. It shouldn't be misspelled! What? You're telling me he said, and well, take care of shit together, out loud? Unacceptable! Homestuck's the worst! We're done! Till then, I guess just mess around and let Jade build up or whatever. I'll go kill some time. Maybe draw some comics. Like what? Like what? Even when talking? Welcome, serrated milliner. I don't know. What's the last one you did? I was in the middle of the Nacho party arc. Oh yeah, I gave up on that halfway through. Yeah, that was sort of the plan. Making a 10-part story about nachos was always a bullshit idea. Let's do some brainstorming later. Blow everyone's minds. Yeah, sure. It's harder to go back to regular Dave, getting into the grizzled voice more. Meanwhile, hundreds of pages ago. Something that would be nifty if in the code they could somehow make it actually that page number. Just for this one little gag. You open the package, there is something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by this was a long fucking time ago. Briefly by Malkovich's Cyrus the Virus while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe and offering to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny, according to this note of authenticity. It is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Included is a note from your best bro, Dave. So, hey. Since it's your B-Day, I had to get you back for the sick memorabilia you got me, so I got you this god-awful thing, and now I just know you're standing there flipping your shit over it. You're welcome. It's the actual gross bunny in the movie, so that means Nick Cage actually grubbed it up with his clownish, no-talent fingers. Welcome, Jelly Roll fan. I'm sure I will live up to your specific fandom desires. I would suggest you put it somewhere and display it ironically, but I know you're dead serious about this ridiculous shit, so you'll probably sleep with the damn thing and nibble its ears and stuff. But the weird thing is that's what's cool about you. You're this naive guy, like he's just like Pinocchio tumbled ass backwards off the turnip truck and started liking Ghostbusters. Oh, you gotta love a completely original sentence. Then the fairy godmother kissed your nose or some shit, and you turned out to be hot, not made of wood, and also pretty cool to talk to. One day your gooberish ways are gonna land you in a jam, and I know I'm going to have to get you off the hook, but it's cool. I got your back, bro. Then we'll meet and hug bump and get each other's filthy wife beaters that much filthier. So yeah, peace, dog. TG. Wait, is he going up? No, John. Thank you. You went back down. I mean, welcome. I think capital I, lowercase I, 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 7702. I'll never welcome you again. Get pestered by Dave. Oh, it's Lily 7702. Welcome. Did you bet? Did you blast off like a spazzy douche yet or what? Yeah, of course. There was no way I wasn't trying out this sweet ride. God damn it! What do I have to do to make you believe me? Wait, no, this is regular Dave. Yeah, it is. Okay. Fist bump my future self till I got bloody knuckles and write you an even sappier B-Day note in my own blood on a Back to the Future poster? Relax, I'm not flying through the gate. I am just flying around and having a good time in the sky. Okay. So you believe me then, about future me, and like him turning into a floating sword bird. Okay, I don't know anything about that, but it doesn't matter. You're my best bro, and if you say not to go, then I won't go. Hey, can you hold on? I'm getting trolled again. Oh man, if we've just concluded anything, it's that talking to those D-bags should be priority number 1, so yeah, go right ahead. Okay, BRB. Get trolled by carcinogeneticists. That's the fun one. Ooh no. Future Dave is a little close to carcinogeneticist voice. I'll try. I keep scrolling backwards through your adventure, trying to piece together how you botched this up so badly, and I keep finding these striking pockets of foolishness, like what you're doing now, riding your little red rocket like you are a freshly hatched human larva, and this is just all a big school hive rumpus respite! Humans aren't hatched as larvae, dummy. It is larvae when it's said like that, right? Maybe. Larvae? We don't hatch at all. We are born as these little pink monkeys called babies. Bullshit! That's not what you just told me! What did I say? I'll paste what you said, and I am establishing why I have irritations with copy and paste later in my own personal timeline now. Oh, hey, I was right the first time? Cool. Dib from Invader Zim for carcinogenesis. Can I do that? I'm trying to think of a line from Invader Zim that Dib says. Ah, shoot. I'm blanking. I've seen the show so many times. I just Zim! 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 No. Horrible. I mean, I actually have to look up a Dib quote. I struggle to get into, like, trying to do an impression if I don't have at least a quote. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do Dib. Dib is not within my vocal range. Zim! I keep scrolling backwards through your adventures. No, that sounds too nice. I can't do it. We're switching back to the other voice. I'll paste what you just said. I thought you didn't like going down that road, copy-pasting future past conversations. Why would I ever... Yeah. I wish I could do Dib. Why not? Sure. Ew. I've been kind of avoiding the pilot, because although we did get to see a bunch of characters there, you know, I don't remember most of them, and I think that that's ideal for the live stream. Okay, there he is. That fucking asshole. There he is. Talk! Motherfucker, talk! Oh, it's at the end. Cool, I see it.
It's one line!
My voice just doesn't go that high. Well, I mean, it can, but consistently. Yeah, that's just not in my vocal range, and I think it's just gonna sound bad. Okay. That's it! That's it! That's it! That's it! That's it! I keep scrolling backwards through your adventure! No, it's horrible, I think. That's it! That's it! That's it! One line! One line! One line! One line! One line! One line! This is the entire stream! Thank you! That's it! One line! One line! That's not horrible. One line! One line! No. Switching too much into GC. Or, That's it! That's it! That's it! One line! I don't hate that. I keep scrolling backwards through your adventure, trying to piece together how you botched this up so badly, and I keep finding those striking pockets of foolishness, like what you're doing now, riding your little red rocket. I don't hate that. Bullshit! That's not what you just told me! What did I say? I'll paste what you said! I thought you didn't like going down that road, copy-pasting future past conversations. Why would I have a problem with that? I don't know. That's what you just told me. Whatever, look! This is really... Okay, I'm gonna read. This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally humans hatch from like those slimy pods. Then we wriggle out as a little pink larva. Oh, really? Huh, maybe we have more in common than I thought. I think I liked doing it angrier. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to the angry one, even if it's not pilot accurate. Maybe I'll try and tone it back a little. Huh, maybe we have more in common than I thought! I was punking you, dude! Or at least I will be in our next conversation. Thanks for the great prank idea. Ah! Why would you Why would you trick me about that? What is even the point? I don't know. It was just a friendly prank. Don't you ever play pranks? I mean, of course you do. One of you just tried to prank me, good. What? Who? You'll find out. Well, fine. I guess you got me back, sort of, for my trolling, even though you haven't read my worst trolling efforts yet. Because they happen in your future, and even then you didn't even mind much. Almost like you were delighted to hear it. Kind of perverse, really. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What? Ah, man, I'm in my own head. Damn it. Well, we're friends by then, aren't we? Or sort of like, reverse anti-mutual friends? What the hell does that even mean? Look, you're going to have to face it at some point, that you're learning the meaning of this human emotion called friendship. Is friendship really an emotion? Yes, absolutely. I guess it's hard to see how we become friends. This is so frustrating. Every time I go further back into your past and talk to you, you say stuff that pertains to my immediate future. And then you won't explain to me what's going on because it's already old news for you. Dude, you've been doing the exact same thing. I've done no such thing. I've been exceptionally informative and helpful, if justifiably acrimonious. You never answer my questions, though. How am I supposed to know what's going on or what you're alluding to? This game is kind of a game of a million guides. Everywhere you turn, there's another way to figure out what's going on. So please, go secrete me an earth river through your strange human tear ducts. You've got sprites, exiles, guardians, consorts, time-hopping future selves, mystical dream oracle doppelgangers. And if that wasn't enough, your particular group of players is lucky enough to have us give you the scoop on stuff. Through a sort of subversion of the whole damn thing. Even though we hate you, and even though the fact that we hate you is an immutable fact, as unalterable as this writhing, knotted hell of a timeline choking us all to death, it does not mean we have any reason to withhold any information from you, or dish it out through crypto-baffling mindfuddlery. So go ahead, ask me anything! Okay? What's the point of the game? Ask something! else? I already told you that! It was this whole big conversation we had! Ah, fine. Where are you now? In the medium! A separate section from yours! That is what the water is for. No, I already know that. You already told me. I did? Yes, in your future. Damn it! What I mean is, are you in your house right now, or in one of your magical lands, or what? Just curious, cause you can see me, but I can't see or know anything about you. We're hiding in the veil! I kinda like my high-pitched but still angry. I'm gonna try and get there. What's left of it? What's that? It's a huge belt of meteors orbiting way outside Skya, beyond the orbit of the planets, dividing the medium from the furthest ring where Durs orbits. Durs? The Dark Planet! Prospects the light one near Skya. Well, geez, how am I supposed to know any of this? You'd probably find out sooner or later from your dumb grandma, but by fusing with the sprite she has to withhold stuff and be mysterious and all, to make your adventure seem more magical. It's infuriating! Okay, so the veil is a bunch of meteors. What do you mean, what's left of it? Okay. There comes a time when black inevitably beats white on the battlefield in the center of Skya. The White King is captured or killed or something. That's when the reckoning starts. Okay, the rulers of Durs, the Black King and Queen, get the power to send the veil towards Skya. To destroy it, that kind of starts your big countdown when shit gets serious. So then it's up to us to save it? I saw here. Yeah, so you have that long to kill the Black King and King. The Black Queen and King. And Skya itself sort of buys you some time by activating its defense portals. Swallow, spitting at my monitor. To catch some of the meteors, the threat gets bigger the longer you take, though. Smaller meteors come first, and they get progressively bigger and bigger, and there's only so much of them Skya can absorb for you. Okay, but it sounds like we've got plenty of time before that happens, right? That's just it! You don't! Ordinarily you would, but your reckoning starts much sooner because of some dumb things you've done. You completely blew it already, and you have no chance of winning anymore! Which ordinarily would be fine. Just another bunch of losers to fail at this game. It's what you do later that causes so much more trouble than that! And now we have to deal with it too! Oh no, what is it? Already told you! It's inevitable and completely pointless to talk about it anyway! Yeah, well, maybe you're wrong. Maybe there's something we can still do to stop it if you just help us? I'm not wrong! It's all right here in front of me! You fuck up royally! End of story! Okay, we'll see about that, Mr. Sourbulge! Hey, aren't you kind of uncomfortable sitting on a meteor? Are you all huddled in a crater or something? No, there's all kinds of crazy shit in the Veil! A lot of these meteors are kind of like big seeds. Do I sound British? Really? Seeds? Well, what kind of crazy... Good God. What kind of crazy shit is there? Can't possibly be crazier than what we've seen. Stuff like buildings, facilities like labs and stuff. Weird. Yeah, the Veil is kind of like neutral ground for the kingdoms. Like our planets. Some places are used to genetically engineer soldiers and agents for the two tides. Two sides! I've slipped. Using genetic material from the exotic menagerie of chess pieces on the battlefield. I actually talk rather intelligently for someone that's this angry all the time. To help fuel the war and keep raising the stakes. Wow, I don't think I'm following this. Yeah, no shit! But she'll find out when you get there, since you were in the Veil when we last talked. Anyway, that's more than enough info for you to think about and be less stupid in time for conversations we've already had. I'm out of here! Okay, but wait. Can you give a message to GC for me? Tell her nice try. What? Why would I give her a message for you? Do it yourself! I'm not a relay service! Oh, well, I thought you'd be cool with it since you asked me to give her a message for you last time. But whatever. I find that highly implausible! I'm not falling for any more of your human pranks! Nice try, John! Fuck! Well, that's gonna be very challenging, Lily. This is actually him at his chillest. Oh dear. I have work to do. Ascend. Do not abscond. Oh, wait. That might... Is this the longest string of individual text outside of a game FAQs article we've had so far? How cruel of them. Black by Toby Fox. Make her a member of the Midnight Crew. Okay. Fuck yeah! Durst. Okay! Oh my! La 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 las. Wait, is this one of Toby Fox's strongest musical tracks I've heard? Like, we're talking at least top 10 if we included both Undertale and Deltarune. Holy shit! That we are watching this again, because I have not been able to pay enough attention to what's actually happening. But it seems important. Toby Fox, you made this too good. I lost the plot. Jack Noir. Yeah, it seems he gets a mission. What the fuck? That was... Is that done? Well, that was fucking amazing. All right. What was that? Dude, there have been some great tracks in Homestuck before, but that is the first one that's come up where I'd be like, man, I might add this to, like, the playlist. Holy shit. I take it. Yeah, this is a liked song. I'm not surprised. Ooh, gritted teeth. That could work. I could even do the gritted teeth because it's a little easier if I just actually do it. I keep scrolling backwards through your adventure, trying to piece together how you botched this up so badly. And I keep finding these striking pockets of foolishness, like you're doing this now. Writing your... Nah, I don't think that's working. Fuck the plot! The song was too good! The plot's lost! I'm not sure I'm capable of watching that sequence and understanding what's happening. Let's try. I might have to mute it for round 3. No, I mean, like, it didn't actually seem hard to follow, but, like, about a third of the way through, I just, like, stopped being able to pay attention fully. Alright, so look, okay. Jack Noir decides he doesn't want a future as Spade Slick. Therefore... Make her a member of the Midnight Crew. Here's how fucking good this song is. I'm usually pretty bad in the moment at realizing how much I love a song. Not this time! Finally got fed up with the boss for making you look stupid all the time. Whether or not it's complicated, too, we also know from the time as Spade Slick that this guy is easily the most competent fighter, outside of perhaps Dave's brother. Meow, 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 meow. What's in the box? I mean, yeah. I tell you what, Carcino, although I'm a little worried uh about seeing his character progression backwards, hopefully in the future we can like sort of sync up the timelines a little bit, but the future problem. Carcino has got a pretty good chance of being my favorite character. But Jack Noir's turning into a top 5 just for general attitude. I don't know. I think Rose is probably my favorite of the mains. Followed by Dave, John, then Jade. Hmm. Ooh. I have to assume that the trolls are going to become more active participants in the story at some point where we're like, what? Probably a fifth of the way through the story, a sixth possibly. Locate fourth wall. Unlock album Homestuck Volume 4. Fuck yeah. Activate. It'd be great if they could figure out a way to just like connect it to your camera and it's like activating. You got to see yourself right here. Ah. Engage in highly self-indulgent self-insertion in the story. I mean, it's been a little bit unclear just how much the audio. I mean, yeah, it worked best in a horror game. And I honestly doubt it would even be okay with Steam terms of service. Like, I have to imagine that they actively have some sort of clause against doing something like that. You know, just turning on your cameras without you knowing. And, like, they might put it in a long terms of service, but those aren't enforceable. Most of the time. What? Oh, no, hell no. This is always such a terrible idea. Leave me alone. Ah. Oh, no. Wait, who's Ah? Ah, thank you. Andrew Hussey. I kept reading it as like, I understand, not as a name, so I didn't even question it first. You really wish your side of the wall had an off switch. Which is to say, I really wish my side of the wall had an off switch. Okay, so is this formally saying that, like, when the Peregrine Mendicant is talking to John and someone is responding to her, that someone is Andrew Hussey? Possible. I really wish my side of the wall had an off switch. Forget it. Go back to work. Andrew, you might want to get that hunch looked at. That doesn't seem healthy. Not to cast judgment. It possibly also stop dressing like Shaggy Rogers. And looking exactly like Shaggy Rogers. Okay, you're just going to have to ask me to recap Homestuck, though. I don't know why you'd want to sit there and watch me type. This is going to be pretty long. Recap first year of Homestuck. Homestuck began on blah 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 blah. Okay. I see Andrew is once again trying to kill me. I will not be reading this in Arsino's voice. Homestuck began on April 13th, 2009, the 13th birthday of our chief protagonist and future boy Skylark, John Egbert. 3 days prior was supposed to be the day he received the Spur Beta in the mail, but it was running late. It showed up later that afternoon, and after overcoming a variety of domestic adversities, he retrieved the games. The game! Along with a birthday package from his internet friend Dave Strider. There's a lot of links here. Is this also the pages? Try again? Oh, I thought it was actually a fail. I will read like a few paragraphs to see if anything is interesting about this to me. But yeah, for future ones, I'll skip to the end, unless I decide that it's not a good idea. John soon established a game connection with another friend, Rose Lalonde, who'd spent the day badgering him about playing with her. After unsuccessfully attempting to convince Dave to play, on connecting, Rose was able to manipulate John's environment, move his furniture around via cursor, and restructure the shape of his room. John was unable to do this to Rose's environment, however. He'd installed the client copy of the beta, and required the server copy for that. What was Andrew Hussey's reason for doing this here, of all times, and not before the act started? The server copy was trapped in his dad's car, along with a birthday package from another friend, Jade Harley. Jade messaged John inquiring about the package. As of this moment, neither her package nor the server copy has been recovered by John. Rose had also prepared a package for John, but had not mailed it yet. It still sits in her room. Dave's package contained the authentic stuffed bunny from Con Air. Oh, was that actual? I thought it was the end of the first year within universe. I was like, damn, that's more time than I thought, but alright. He did all this in 1 year? Good lord! Welcome, overly frustrated. I don't think I welcomed you before. Good lord! This seems like an unbelievable amount of work if this was all he accomplished in 1 year. What? And over the course of the year, the general, presentation gets so much better. That's bullshit, right? What? Does this man not sleep? Ahem. I mean, even I would have thought it was impressive if it was 3 years. All that we've had up to now. 1 year sounds like Andrew Hussey is secretly like 6 dudes. And he just, keeps up appearances because they all look alike. Good for him, I guess I respect it. I don't understand it. It doesn't seem possible. God, I figured Homestuck was like a page a day type deal. Throw up my calculator here. Does it? Oh yeah, I never read those. God, this man was releasing over 4 pages a day for a year. And I know it's not like comic book level quality art, but there's a ton of production value in a fuckload of writing. I mean, this flat out seems like a cryptid to me. Like, how is this possible? Like, that's why when they said the end of the first year, I thought it was in universe. Because I would never reasonably think they were talking about the run of the comic. I'm still not entirely convinced I'm not being punked right now. Yeah, and he had relationships with other creators that he somehow had time to cultivate. I don't understand how that makes sense. Hey, Toby, fuck you. I literally spent my entire free time for the day. Gotta go back to make Homestuck. That's literally all the time I have to talk to other human beings. And somehow other human beings were like, chill, bro. I'm gonna make some music for you. I don't understand. Okay. In addition to allowing Rose to control John's environment, Spur provided an array of devices Rose deployed throughout John's house. These devices used together provided a system by which the players could manufacture any item using the code on the back of the item's capture log card, if they gathered enough grist to pay for it. Later, they would learn to combine item codes to master the opponent. This is such complicated world building, too! These are my notes! And like all of these are like an individual actual nugget of information with like cited page sources so I can jump back to them as needed. This doesn't make any sense. I've never apparently worked hard a day in my life if this is what's possible. I skipped that paragraph. I'm not doing that again. The brain melting was too harsh on me. One device on being activated began a countdown and, and released an entity called a kernel sprite. The countdown ticked down to the moment John's house would be struck by a meteor, destroying his neighborhood. To escape this demise, John had to use the devices to manufacture a special item that looked like a blue apple, and before impact, the safety of a mysterious dark realm, where, and there's like stories within the story too, which granted I know it's going to be related, but like the Midnight Cruise stuff and the comic that Dave's brother makes. Which, granted, it was. He didn't even just make Homestuck. He made other things too. This man wasn't even putting his full effort into Homestuck. Oh, it is Dave that makes that comic. Before he entered the medium, though, John and Rose prototyped his Colonel Sprite with the large Harlequin doll his dad got him for his birthday, transforming the sprite to bear its likeness, including the ways the doll was disfigured via earlier hijinks. It had a slashed eye and one arm, and so too did the sprite. When John entered the medium, the sprite's kernel hatched, thus imbuing all the enemies John and his friends would face with properties of the sprite. The lesser adversaries John faced first, Shale Imps, all wore Harlequin garbs. They became more powerful and more radically mutated with each successive pre-medium prototyping. After entering the medium, John's dad was kidnapped by imps while John was looking for him. He accidentally prototyped the sprite with his grandmother's ashes, transforming it again. This prototyping had no effect on the enemies, since he was already in the medium, and the kernel had already hatched. Instead, only the sprite was affected, and it took on the appearance, personality, and memories of his grandmother, becoming Nana Sprite, a game-supplied, albeit customized guide for John. She explained aspects of the game, about Skya residing at the center of the medium, beyond 7 gates floating directly above his house, and about an eternal, timeless war, fought there between dark and light. One that light was always destined to lose. Rose, who'd been having frequent internet connection issues, lost her connection as she tried to lift John's car to retrieve the game and the package. The car fell into the abyss below. A storm caused her house to lose power along with its wireless internet connection. Her laptop was able to run on battery power for a time, while she tapped into the wireless signal from the laboratory next door. When her laptop ran out of power, she had to This is a very specific recap. I'm not reading all this. And the Cliff Notes would be one thing, but that was like flat out like everything. Before going back in time, future Dave convinced future Rose to go to sleep. He suggested her dream self would be unaltered by the time shift, and in her dream state she would remember the events from the future. When Dave went back, Rose's future dream self assumed the position of Rose's present dream self. Okay, that's what was happening. Rose fell asleep, and on Durse's moon she instantly woke up. She then saw all of the genetic scrawlings she did in meow letters. Hey, you were right. And understood their meaning. Meanwhile, on Durse below, the Black Queen again insisted that Jack Noir abide by the dress code. He refused, and the Queen threatened him. He picked up Jade's package to John, removed what was inside, and used it to slice her ring finger off. He then killed the Black Queen, put on the ring, and donned the full upgrade supplied by the 3 prototypings. He then became Jack Spursnuler Crow, which is so cool name, trust me, bro. which is a name I just made up now. And then after that, you started watching me type in this ridiculous study. I photoshopped for myself with my cool horse painting propped up in the background, which I he linked all this to. Oh, and he had time for his own blog too, with the Q&A stuff. Well, now I understand why Andrew was cool with Toby Fox living on his couch. He never noticed the guy. Like, Toby Fox lived there the entire time, and Andrew just never noticed the motherfucker. How could he? I didn't read any of that. Do something less boring. First, inside. I didn't read any of that. Do something less boring. MS Paint Adventures reader, shut the hell up. Retrieve arm from background. I mean, especially when this came out, being a tech worker, if you were good at it, could be incredibly lucrative. And it seems implied that he really knows his shit about coding and software. It could just I don't know how much that's true, but I totally buy that he could have. Retrieve arm from background. Huh? Oh, Cal, please, not now. None of my questions had anything to do with him not working a job. Because I kind of figure at some point Homestuck started making him some money. Like, that part, there's too many factors. I wasn't considering those on the list. Obviously, he wasn't working. If he was working, it's literally, if he was also working a 40-hour work week while making Homestuck, the Homestuck was AI generated before AI generation was a thing. Because it's not possible. Andrew Hussey created AI generation. This is not the timeline I would like to be in. I'm going to dispel these thoughts. Oh, but I don't merely draw Homestuck. I am about to make a joke. Okay? I conjure this intrepid fantasy-scape with tears bled from the wisdom-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary magicians. I pull heavy drags from the brooms of inspiration with enchanted bellows marauded from a guild of churlish mythical dwarves. Vast bulbous riddle spiders push the silken strands of pure whimsy through hideous abdominal spinnerets, and it is that with which I weave this audacious cocoon of exquisite lies. And when it hatches, a great moth of titillation will awaken and roar and beat its wings, and the powder settling down will arrest the humors of an enormous, terrible old beggar, relaxing the vulturous, leathery vice grip he's fixed around your captive mind. This is stupid. Stop being a wise ass and get drawing. Yeah, motherfucker, get back to work. You ain't done enough. Pah! Pah! I like that that looks like the 4 monitors. Alright, it won't be that exciting to watch though. I'll pull up Photoshop again. Here's the file I was using for the 4th wall. What do you want me to draw? Can you show us what's going on with John again? Sure. How about if I drag the content from one of the John files under the 4th wall layer, so we can make a more graceful transition out of this ludicrous, highly disruptive self-insertion arc. That sounds like a good idea, me. Oh, and then you can type something like switch walls view to show us what's going on with John. Here, I'll prepare the GIF file for that, and we'll just take a few seconds. It'll just take a few seconds. Go ahead. Say that. Switch walls view to show us what's going on with John. You decide that's entirely enough of that. If this website becomes any more self-aware in a playfully self-deprecating, yet weirdly self-aggrandizing manner, you're going to go drown a bag of puppies in a sewer. Do you have to? Gallows Calibrator sent ectobiologist to the file low smap dot FLV, I assume. Because in FLA, I'm not familiar. What's this? It's your... Ooh, what was I doing? It's your world map, with your second gate labeled so you can go there. Oh man, let me drop everything and go there, because I'm in such a hurry to take more of your advice. John, please give me one of your human breaks. I feel awful about killing you. Even though technically you never even died, so I don't know what you're bitching about. Yeah, well, Dave said I did, and I believe him. That is because he and you are best pups pals. Best pupa pals for life. Can't I be your pal too, John? I don't know, I thought you were okay for a while, but now you are kind of giving me the creeps. Jigus, John! What? I am invoking the name of your Earth Jigus to express frustration. Do you mean my Earth Jesus? I don't know, do I? Do you have a troll Jigus? John, we have the best troll Jigus. You don't even know. Wow. Really? Or is this a joke? It's a joke. I'm not really sure what a Jigus is. Well, neither do I guess. It's pretty much not anything. John, will you please follow the map? Let me earn your trust. If you don't like what's on the other side of the gate, you can just turn around. Okay. I'll take a look. Open map. Google Lois. Ooh, cool. I will take a look at this after a short break. Okay. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Oh, it's a big dark world out there. You screw up all by yourself. I think I'm supposed to be able to see more than that. This is the second gate. Go in here. I promise you won't die this time unless you screw up all by yourself. You are here, John. John, here is your house. I cropped this world map for you so you can find where you go to go easily. Fly north. Also, hi, this is me. Tragically, Control T did nothing. Hey, Lois, this reminds me of the time I was in Homestuck. Proceed to the second. Are you at least not gonna message your friends, John? Hey, like, this one's messaging me again, but this one makes more sense to me since I was already trying to get to the second gate. Like, can we take, like, a committee vote or something? Enter. You spend the next 20 minutes staring at this image before it is actually progressing, before you realize it's not a flash file. I will see how high the percentage gets. Because if it actually takes 20 minutes, perhaps I took that break prematurely. You know what? I'm gonna go grab a snack. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Continue. I know that we're in dreamland right now, but is this the first time we've seen two of the main characters in the same room together? Despite the pandemonium of your entrance, oh, we're not in dreamland. This is happening. Because of, I got confused at location. Suppose. I suppose. Despite the pandemonium of your entrance, Rose is still sound asleep. She must be really tuckered out. It looks like this little guy is awake and ready for action, though. He is adorable. You decide to name him Dr. Meowgan Spangler. This Meowgon. I know it's Egon Spangler. I'm trying to see if there's a way to pronounce this. Meow. Megan. Megan. Answer Dave. Okay, so this is, Dave Sprite. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. You're a little early, but that's fine, I guess. Also, you suck at rockets. Ah! What? She tricked me again. Who? GC. She told me how to get to the second gate, so I went through, and it took me to Rose's house instead. Another prank. Dude, you didn't go through the second gate. I mean, I don't know why you would listen to her again. Kinda moronic, but that's a whole other issue. She didn't trick you this time. She's just stupid. Oh, then I don't really get this. What were you expecting? This is how it works. Yeah. Nana Sprite explained this to you. The progression of the gates is like this whole round-robin thing, cycling through each planet. Gate 2 on your planet leads to Gate 2 on Rose's. Wait, no, she didn't explain this. This is stupid. Okay, cool. Then you build up to Gate 3 above her house, which leads somewhere else on her planet. You look for Gate 4 somewhere there, which leads to Gate 4 above my house, and so on. Wow, okay. Ordinarily, Rose would have already gone through her Gate 1. But she's sleeping pretty hard, obviously, and ordinarily you wouldn't have gone through Gate 2 until her house was built up. So you wouldn't fall to your death. But you got your cheat rocket, so that's fine. See, we all got to coordinate on this thing. Okay. How do you know all this? Wait, you didn't explain. You did not explain that you were the Sprite version. Granted, John should have figured it out, but you're the orange Dave. Okay, so that's not just for our benefit. Fuck, come on, dude. Oh, yeah, you're the orange Dave. Hey, no offense, but do you think I could talk to the real Dave for a second? God damn it, I am the real Dave! I'm gonna turn into carcinogeneticist if you keep treating me like this. You know the one who saved your life? I'm more real, actually, because I've been through some heavy shit already, hopping around on red-hot gears and I-beams for like a year, and grinding shit out for your ungrateful ass. Here, look, check out this code from the future. Not that you deserve it. WIN8189Q. You're fucking welcome. Wow, calm down. I'm sorry. That's not really what I meant. I mean, of course you're a real Dave, but what I mean is the Dave from my time is also my friend, and I guess he's in the same boat I am, not knowing stuff and all, and I feel bad keeping him out of the loop. Turn tech god began pestering ectobiologist. You. Oh, hey, I think I pissed off your future self. What did you do? I said he wasn't the real Dave. I think I might have really hurt his feelings, though. Don't worry about it. Why not? 'Cause I wouldn't give a shit, and he's me. Okay, I'm in Rose's room, by the way. What? Really? Yeah, but she's asleep. Okay. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming down to the computer. Okay? Dave is here. He wants to use the computer, probably to help you scope out Rose's room and snoop and stuff. I mean, that's what I would have done if you were alive. So I'm gonna go use these flappy ghost wings and tear shit up in space or something. Sure. Hey, Dave. What? In case I forgot to say so before, thanks for saving my life. Yeah. Snoop. Token effort to wake Rose up. Okay. Okay, I don't know what you're doing here, but I think we can both agree that you've got to rummage through as much of her shit as possible before she wakes up. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like the idea of capering around her room while she's asleep. It feels weird. I'm going to wake her up. Dude, no, come on! She's out like a light anyway. It was some, like, weird future thing that happened that made her sleep. A future thing? Yeah, shit doesn't get more clear than that. Well, yeah, she won't wake up. So I guess so, but I'm not snooping. Fine, don't. But here, just do this one thing. See those two notebooks on the floor behind you? Yeah? They sort of look like journals. I don't think I should read those. You don't have to read them. I'm not telling you to. What kind of prying tool do you take me? What kind of prying tool do you take me for? Just pick them up, like tidy up a bit since you made a royal fucking dump of her room just now. Okay, pick up books. Add it to your Siladex. Oh, I think you're getting punked, John. Now I need you to do something else. This is important, like for important game reasons and stuff. Take the card the books are on, flip it over. So you can see the code. Wait a minute, I see what you're trying to do. I won't tell you the code for Rose's books. Dude, you don't have to tell me the code. Just flip it over and let me know if there's a code there, that's all. Okay, I guess. Yeah, there's a code. Alright, cool. You can ditch the books now if you want. Maybe put them back on the floor so Rose doesn't think you were snooping. Seriously, you've got some grubby fingers, bro. Why don't you mind your own business there? What is even with you? Dave, I think all this laughing made me poop in my pants too hard. Isn't that your birthday package there? Oh yeah, I think it might be. Maybe you should look at it. I don't think it counts as snooping since it's technically yours. Yeah, maybe. I wonder if she finished. She was so tight-lipped about the damn thing. I am really curious. Zoom in. Oh. Why? Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Cool. For a second, I thought because of the suit that Future Dave was the one doing this, but they've just swapped outfits. That's fine. I went from thinking this was just like a prank or a joke to thinking that there was like some sort of actual machinations happening here. I was immediately flipped upside down on my expectations. I was like, Future Dave is pretending to be past Dave? Why? And why is he doing this? Okay, Dave, your dream self's outfit choice does you the least favor of any main character. Oh. So something happens physically to you in dream world. You wake up. You fall asleep in real world. Maybe Jade is not narcoleptic. Something consistent keeps happening to her, or maybe I should have already figured this out. No. This is a little ironic, actually. Check Rose's bookshelf. You eye your birthday package again curiously. It's awfully tempting to peek inside, but you feel guilty about it for some reason, even though it's yours anyway. You suppose a perusal of her bookshelf would be harmless enough. Just a bunch of books. The knowledge within is meant for everybody. Dave pesters you with the message. Which you decide not to bother dignifying with a whole pester log ordeal because it's probably just him being a translucent, a truculent jackass again, so screw him. Look at a book. The Ocean, Charles. Charles Barkley. You find a book full of beautiful poetry and groundbreaking philosophical thinking by American sports legend Charles Barkley. These are words to cherish. This is a man to treasure. Take book. You captchalogue Rose's autographed copy of this Ocean Charles. Jewels of wisdom like this don't just fall into your lap every day, and shouldn't be parted with lightly. You doubt she'll mind if you borrow her book. She's always trying to get you to read her weird books anyway. Oh, just open the package already. You can't take it anymore. You're going to see what's inside. That's frightening. All right. John. I never got to thank you properly for your gift. Yes, the words were there, language comprising the familiar veneer of gratitude rubbing off with each tired favor traded for. A God bless to a sneeze of a few pennies cradled in a receipt. Perhaps it's the deplorable romantic in me, but I thought your present and your friendship demanded reciprocation, surpassed by some degree of the utterly meaningless. The proper thanks, I thought, would be a demonstration that your offering was not in vain. Yes, maybe some would take your suggested alternative to my gloomy preoccupations as a passive-aggressive jab, but I know you didn't mean it that way. In fact, I'm sure reading about it now is the first time the notion has occurred to you, John. Please stop rolling your eyes. The letter is down here. The gift in this box is a resurrection. I used your present to thread the life anew into a tattered heirloom. As long as I can remember, its black, greasy appendages have been tethered limply to its ratty, porous carriage. Too delicate to wash, too dear to discard. I used to love this rabbit. Now he's yours. I trust you'll find this to be adequately sentimental. Happy birthday, Rose. Aw. Is Rose the only one of the three? I don't think we've seen Jade's package yet. To sign with her name and not her chum handle. Put the bunny back in the box. Stunk. This gift from Rose is so cool! 2 sweet bunnies on one birthday? What are the odds? In a fit of enthusiasm, you shut up and jam the bunny back in the box, executing a textbook chaos dunk. Millions would have perished if everything in the ocean weren't dead already, that is. Take box. You gently chaos dunk the fragile bunny back in the box and captchalogue it. It is such a nice present. You will have to write Rose a thank you note and tuck it under her hairband or something. Wait, no, that would probably be creepy. This bunny reminds you that you still have a salamander in your Silodex. She is holding the bunny Dave got you. It's sort of uncanny how similar they are. Aside from the knitted enhancements, seriously, what are the odds? So weird. Deploy beloved daughter. Aww. Ooh, trollsome. You could really fuck with the trolls by being somebody else, John. Ooh. You have an opportunity here. You release dear precious Casey, who I totally didn't forget about. She was probably getting antsy in that card. You think you'll leave her here with Rose. A dangerous quest is nothing to embark on with a sweet, innocent little girl stashed in your inventory. Right. You aren't actually sure if she is a girl, though. You don't even know if salamanders can be girls. Aren't they hermaphrodites or something? You don't know anything about biology, unless it is biology that has to do with ghosts and slime. But even then, you don't actually know anything. You're just sort of like to pretend you do. Looks like a troll is bugging Rose. Yes, answer troll. I'm supposed to antagonize a few members of your trivial species. Victorian-era lesbian. My goodness. I'm supposed to antagonize a few of your trivial species. No. I'm supposed to. No. My efforts at being a lesbian are failing. Victorian-era lesbian. Prim and proper? No. That was just, that felt hateful. Yes, no. Yeah. Yes. I'm supposed to antagonize a few members of your trivial species. I have to start somewhere, and somewhen, so I am starting with you, and now. It's going to be pointless and unpleasant, mostly for you. Actually, you know what? I'm not really feeling this at all. Goodbye. No! Pretend to be her! Fuck with their brains! No! You failure, John! You failure! She's not here right now. She's asleep. But okay, see you. Is this your human sarcasm that I've heard about? That you always use, and that is basically a terrible way to communicate. No? I thought that was the thing you did, the rose human specifically. Oh, yeah, that's me. Yes! I am the rose human. Look at me. I am so smart with all these snooty words and complicated things to say. I am the queen of books. Okay, these are definitely insincere statements. Why do you work so hard at being so awful? I'm so burned. These burns are crazy. Can we just cut to the chase and be friends already? These cats and mouse games are so dumb. You know we're just going to be friends at some point anyway. This is diabolical. This is diabolical. So that's why. The friendship suggestion comes. Have we spoken before? I don't know, maybe? It's hard to keep track with all your time nonsense. is Grim Exilitrix the same one whose first impression of Rose was that Rose was dumb? Now that I think about it, it is pretty conceivable that I will talk to you again in the past after this conversation. After this conversation? Yeah, there we go. Now that I think about it, okay, yes. That's because you guys always do things the hard way, and the dumb way. I do declare, figure out how the viewport feature of this application works, so I can see what such a primitive creature looks like. Well, I know what you guys look like. You look kind of like Howie Mandel from Little Monsters, even though, to be perfectly clear, to be perfectly frank, he was kind of a big monster because he was a big goofy adult, and Fred Savage was like this child prankster sidekick. Is this an adversary you have encountered on your quest? No, it's a movie. You should ask John about it because he thinks it's awesome, which it is. It seems you put stock in John's assessment of things, even really uninteresting things that are pretty terrible to listen to. He is either the leader of your party, or you hold whatever the human equivalent of mating fondness for him is. Yeah, I got him this really cool bunny for his birthday, and it's really nicely knitted and everything, because I am basically in love with him. You are right. Okay. Just kidding. I'm sure John knows it's because I am really thoughtful, and I bet he really appreciates the present and would say thank you if he were here. Okay, human courtship is, I do declare, is definitely a strange thing, and it's sort of blowing my mind listening to this. I think I'll talk to someone else now. Why don't you talk to John? Maybe. When along his timeline would you recommend communicating with him? Oh man, I don't know. Why don't you pick the time that will make the most complicated mess out of everything imaginable? You know, that's what you're gonna do anyway. Considering that you're obviously not that smart and basically understand whipping bung-winged fuck all about even the most elementary temporal mechanics, I am a bit perplexed as to why I find myself so vehemently fondling the short end of the antagonism stick here. Kind of irritating. I'm going to talk to your comrades, this John Human, and figure out what's going on. I adore this voice for you, Grim Exilitrix. This is working. Okay, if you talk to him in the past, he'll understand even less buggy-whipped fuck all about time, and he'll be confused. So maybe paste something from this conversation to him. Oh yeah! I don't know. And if you talk to him in the future, he'll probably know all this stuff, like things you've said to him but haven't said yet, and then you'll be confused. Sorry, that's just how this works. Don't say I didn't warn you. Consider me fully briefed on the matter. Until next time, Rose. Next time in the past. Yeah, bye. Is this the... We're seeing two trolls talking. Ooh. And Twin Armageddons. I think this is a new one. If you're not too busy still setting up the networks, perhaps you could come show me how to activate the viewport. I am, in fact, too busy to be still setting it up. Whoa, here, an idea. Press F1. My keyboard is missing the F1 key. Line 2. Don't bother me, I'm not in the mood. If I see one more snarl of wires kind of jutting out and being tangled or whatever. I am going to perform some sort of athletic fucking somersault. Nope, bad voice for you. Let's see. If I'm going to perform some sort of athletic fucking somersault off the deep end and get the call from the president or some shit, so go away! You used to like to talk more. If I recall, I do declare, if I recall, I was typically the one who would solicit reprieves from your nonsense. So I don't know what happened. That was before we were all going to die, and no one believed me. And now look at you all believing me suddenly, uncanny. Is she actually blind? That's really interesting, actually. Then why are you doing this, setting up these stations for us? To get you all off my balls about it, but I don't want to troll any of them personally, no way. Kinda juvenile. But you guys go knock yourselves out, okay? See the menu up top? Fiddle around with that till you open the viewport. I did fiddle with it, to no avail. If you can't figure shit out without fucking around, you don't belong near computers. Kind of like with registered sex offenders in school. If you move to a new town, you have to go up to your neighbor's door and warn them about how stupid you are, and give them a chance to hide all their innocent technology and vandalize your house. He took the F1 key. F1 bonk. Hassle. Rose and Dave, shut up and jam. Ooh, one of these? I don't think anything... Oh! Alright. Dave shows you some of his sweet gear. Wow, he is so cool. This really is Dream Rose. Something's wrong. First, be the pony. Second, follow mom. You are now the pony. You stand outside some ruins with which your beloved master's mother entered recently. Outside, you find a striking scarcity of oats or greenery, or anything at all that is delicious to chew on. This is as compelling a reason to enter to follow her inside as any. Maple Hoof enter. You go in the ruins. Your clopping hooves echo throughout the cavernous and foreboding environment, but you are too stupid to be nervous. Your powerful snout detects the scent of Rose's mom. She went this way. Follow scent. Good grief, look at all that grist. A large and terrible monster must surely have been slain here. Collect grist. An outrageous amount. You pick up all the grist and store it in Rose's grist cache. This is entirely too much grist of too many exotic types for such a low-level player, but you'll take it. You don't look a gift horse in the pink heart tattoo. The grist overflow is gathered by the grist gutter utility supplied by Grist Torrent. It is stored and gradually redirected to other players. Maple Hoof. Proceed. Word ruined by Deltarune. Rose's mom stands on a small platform and disappears. You are a little nervous about transportalizing yourself. As a quadruped, grizzly bisection strikes you as a very real possibility, even though you're too dumb to think of such things. First be the hat, second find dad. Rose stops being the pony just in time for John to start being the hat. The breeze carries you to where you need to go. You settle in front of a man in sore need of a fresh hat. He gathers the clean hat, along with a shoe he found through similarly serendipitous means to replace one he lost. And Granddad! Somehow alive! Visit Rose's alchemeter. You decide to try the code Dave Sprite gave you. Make item. Holy shit. Maybe you could have given a little bit more of a heads up about this one, Dave Sprite? The thing is huge and costs a fortune. 500,000 pieces of build grist, garnets, diamonds, and gold, and a single piece of quartz. There's no way you can make that, let alone wield it, even with your ghost gloves. Shrink it down. Well, that seems downright reasonable. You use the alchemeter's scaling upgrade to reduce it to a more manageable and affordable size. You make a weapon called Fear No Anvil, which looks fucking amazing. Like, this would be absolutely a keyblade I would want to use. Ectobiologist began pestering Turn-Tech Godhead. So what is this thing? The thing the code made? Really powerful hammer. How do you know? I thought you couldn't use hammers. I can't. Better be, though. Got it from Hephaestus. Who's that? Really tough to kill, dude. You killed him for it? No. How'd you get it then? Shenanigans. Okay. Check out Dave's computer. It seems you have a visitor. Oh, time to... yes! Our two characters gonna meet? Fix GA's computer. Oh, I thought she went back to sleep for a second. There's nothing to fix. Just got to open the viewport. It's easy. Now Rose is in front of the computer. Examine laptop. Someone has been using your Pester Chum account, and you somehow doubt the culprit was this young, upright amphibian presently throwing a fit. Go find John. You hurry to the door so you can catch John before he goes gallivanting off somewhere. But it seems your door is ajar. Funny, you don't remember leaving your door ajar. Even though it's sort of absurd for you to take note of such a thing, considering John recently left your room. Oh well, it doesn't matter. You will now proceed through this door uneventfully. Proceed through door uneventfully. You get dumped on by a bucket full... Oh, okay, you couldn't see it. You get dumped on by a bucket full of hellacious blue phlegm aneurysm gushers and a thoughtful but mischievous thank you gesture from John. Your prankster's gambit plunges to an all-time low. You cannot hope to defeat Egbert in a prank-off. He is simply the best there is. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ender King. Equip trusty rocket. Rose obviously isn't waking up anytime soon. Might as well take some... God damn it! Time to explore and maybe stop by again later. Oh my, oh no. Why, Dr. Meowgun? Do you want to come along for the ride? It sure looks that way. Okay, hop aboard then. Adventure awaits! Blast off! He stole my cat. And he left his daughter. This is not a fair trade. At least you'll have... Where is he off to now? At least you have this little fellow here to keep you company. You will name him Viceroy Bubbles von Salamancer. Be the puppet. You have no idea what the hell that means. But yeah, you can kiss that obnoxious puppet goodbye. Maybe now you can get a decent night's sleep. Oh. I choose to believe Dave's brother is still the one moving around the puppet. Somehow. Okay, this is the most ridiculous scene you have ever seen. Not me! What is taking place here is almost certainly illegal. You're not sure which laws are being broken, but it's probably a lot. Follow. Explore. Oh, there was more. Okay. You spy a boat on the shore of one of the islands below. You wonder who could be out here rowing in the middle of the ocean. Investigate. Hoofprints in the sand. The mystery deepens! Enter. There are many frightening and powerful monsters in here. Aggress. Crazy damage bonk! You stun them with the cool time powers of your awesome new hammer and dispatch them swiftly. Ooh, I wonder if this is the same time power as one of the Midnight Crew. Or no, the other group. What are they called? The Felts? The ReZero characters? The Felts. Yes. The Felt. No S. Collect spoils. The good Dr. Spengler helps you gather the riches. Proceed. Proceed, Noel. There's a platform over here. You guessed you'll just go stand on it. Wow, it just made you disappear. Oh my. Is John gonna meet Mama Lalande? Explore lab. Now what in the hell is going on in here? Explore lab further. Now what in the hell is going on in here? Who cares? Just ride the pony already. Jesse Pinkman noises. Yes! Hell yes! Fuck yes! Hell fucking yes! But seriously, what in the hell is going on in here? But seriously, keep exploring. Yeah, what in the hell is going on in here? I mean, I know that the Dark and Light Kingdom kind of have a chess thing going on, but I hadn't been taking it so literally before now. Okay. It looks like an Igor version of you. You find a sweet getup. It's almost as if it was tailor-made for you. How weird would that be? Put it on. You equip the Junior Ectobiologist lab suit. Examine nearby station. Now what in the hell is going on in here? Of course it's obvious what's going on in here. It's another one of those 4-monitored house-shaped terminal thingies. Resist urge to ride bro's rocket board. Oh, what was his name again? The ARs. Renegade is the second word, but I'm missing the first. Aimless renegade. Yeah. I got it first. I got notes. uh, you fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad justice, yo. And get this way rude municipality under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook filed for divorce from that shit and is now seeking custody of the hook and the shit's two kids. Shakespeare. Papa fucking wheelie. These hops are unreal. Shit, this flagrant should be illegal. It probably is. But you don't care. Prepare to depart for battle. You have traveled to Prospect's moon to board a shuttle headed for the battlefield. The battlefield. It's not just Battlefield titled, as though it was the game franchise. There you will seek the counsel of the White King. Dum. Wait. Dum. 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 I think I know the character that I am. Give me a second. I think I am Club's Deuce. Possibly. A little hard to remember the non-spade slick ones. You have unwittingly been. Yeah, it's CD. So, yep. Been tailed by a nefarious courtyard droll from Durst. Pick PM's pocket? I mean, honestly, it doesn't even look like PM has a pocket. It just looks like she's wearing an overly elaborate tunic top and a towel on the waist. You pilfer the White Queen's ring. Depart. None the wiser, you board the shuttle. Next stop, Skya. You receive an incoming message from the Draconian Dignitary. You tell him you've got the ring. He says good. Bring it to him while he waits for an update from the hegemonic brute. Is the Draconian Dignitary what's become of Jack Noir? Well, he waits for an update from the hegemonic brute who's been tracing the king's movements down on the battlefield. He asks if you're still wearing that ridiculous outfit. He says you don't have to anymore by orders of the Sovereign Slayer. Okay, so that's Jack Noir. You say you'd still rather wear the outfit. He's got nothing to say about that. Oh, yep, Diamond Droogs. And, what was it? I got them all written down here. Do Hearts Boxcars. Is this older Jade, or is this fancy animation that we sometimes get Jade? Lobber. Additional pummeling. She dead Grandpa Smackdown. Sweet. Catch. Yep, fancy animation, Jade. Okay. I mean, God, the shot composition here is actually pretty killer, and it's entirely pulled together by the badass way they're doing the hair. Who's this in the back? Probably nobody, but maybe not. It's too late. She's gone. You'll have to remember to deliver it later, somehow. The best way to remind yourself that you're carrying a ring is to put it on your finger. Okay. That's the sweetest thing in the world. Got it. Maybe you shouldn't have worn it, though. Seems like a problem. Of course, that was just an imaginary transformation. Wait, is that also the case for Jack Noir? He was just in his head like demon form. It was. Oh, okay. Since the ring doesn't work like that on humans, it was fun to pretend though, but what about robots? Meanwhile, in a timeless expanse, somewhere, a war-willy villain. Villain. Is that a word? Wayward vagabond, obviously. Villain. In medieval England, a feudal tenant entirely subject to a lord or manor to whom he paid dues and services in return for land. Okay. The battlefield holds little promise for the peaceful life of a simple farmer. War-weary villain, rise up and turn on audio. Sorry, I was... Yeah. Oh no! We're in a Crash Bandicoot level! No! Ooh, hey! This is a pretty well put together composition for a battle. Jack Noir really doesn't fuck around when he goes for the kill. Or nor does Spade Slick. That was another really solid song. Not as good as the last one. That was amazing. Oh. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. One more time. Okay, so those are the sprites. Dude, imagine if they get to this battle in the show. They could really do something amazing. Because with a bunch of stills, this is actually really well set up. Okay, so he gets the people to rise up. I think outside of like individual moments that are look cool, like occasionally we get a cool shot, like what just happened with Rose. There's not a ton that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see this animated. Like I'm looking forward to it all in a general sense that I think I'll enjoy it. This one I can't fucking wait to see animated. That was awesome for the visuals, at least. Ooh. Hey, it kind of ties into my main thing. That was, I think most people's complaint with the pilot is it's too fast paced. But this is a lot of Homestuck. Shit, let's be Santa. Alchemize a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Combine hub and laptop. This makes the hub top. That one was pretty obvious. So is it like power itself? Is it a perpetual motion machine? Combine bronzed vacuum and umbrella. You make the bronzed vacuumbrella. Useless, but you're still getting warmed up. I love her skeptical look. Combine salamander. No, don't combine salamander and eldritch plush. You make a huggable. No. It seems like it could be bad. Did you just kill Casey? You make a huggable soft salamander plush. You award it to the Viceroy on account of good behavior. Combine ink bottle and gushers. You make a box of bodega. Did you just fucking Nina Tucker this shit? Old Shout Tucker had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a daughter. E-I-E-I-O. You make a box of bodacious black liquid sorrow gushers. Another Crocker nightmare rears its ugly head. The ink reverses the healing properties of the blue phlegm. These are pure poison. Combine hub top and hairband? Ooh, nice. I mean, that's incredibly useful. You're finally getting some of John's upgrades. You make the hub top band, a convenient hands-free computing device. Combine magnetic W and bottle of vodka. That's fucking amazing. You make a bottle of magnetic vodka. Vodka. In addition to having high alcohol content, the liquid inside appears to have magnetic properties. You guess this could be useful? Combine wizard statue and ball of yarn. You make a ball of silken wizard beard yarn with magical properties. It has magical properties because it was made of a wizard. Maybe, look at her face. She's the best. Maybe you can make something with magical properties that is more useful than this. Combine wizard statue and knitting needles. You make a pair of needle wands. That's potential? They crackle with the magic energies. It is time to make something cool to wear. Combine knitting and velvet pillow and squiddle shirt. It's certainly a look. Maybe with a black headband, it would tie together the whole goth, I don't know, the fortune teller thing. Goth fortune teller? Yeah, that's your general vibe right now, Rose. You make a stop. I mean, let's focus on the fact that she destroyed John's daughter. Combine needle wands and grimoire. You make the thorns of Oglogoth. Oglogoth. The needles seem to shiver with the dark desires of the deep one. Any sane adventurer cast these instruments of the occult into the furthest ring and forgot they ever existed. Okay. So literally combining those two was just giving the toy to Casey. I am okay with this. Grieve encroaching malefactors. She looks like a totally different character right now. Welcome to the party, motherfuckers. Is that what she said? Welcome to the party, motherfuckers. Build. You take advantage of Dave's nap to make some architectural headway on his building. Yeah, right. God, that has got to be my favorite addition to the lexicon of modern art conversation is the word aura farming, because that is such a good description of what so many fictional characters do. You are really proud of your floor plan. It is so cool. Speaking of naps, you have been asleep for some time yourself. You suppose you'd better wake up soon. But then, your neighbor in the other tower is supposed to be waking up soon too. And it sure would be a shame if you weren't around to greet him. Yeah, I know, right? That'd be nice. Wake up and jam. And by jam, you mean alchemize, of course. Whoa, your house is huge suddenly. Anyway, let's get this party started. Combine sunglasses and iPhone. Everybody's gotta have a hands-free version, I see. At least this implies to me that it's no longer gonna be like, oh, I can't possibly talk to my chums because my communication device is too deep inside my pocket. You make a pair of eye shades. This one was really obvious because Future Dave had a pair, but he took them with him when he prototyped himself. But now you have a pair too, so that's cool. Combine timetables and computer. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know what the hell these are useful for, but they look cool. You make the turn top. Convenient computing on the go, sort of like you have with your eye shades, but with all your important files and apps on there, not to mention Spurb. Plus, maybe it has some weird time powers? You have no idea. You'll mess with it later. Combine Puppet Tux plus Smuppet. Ooh, I think the white suit was doing it more for you, but alright. You combine the Puppet Tux Future Dave made. He probably made it by combining one of your bro's badass marionette suits with your shirt and scaling it up to fit. That's how you would have made it anyway. You add a Smuppet to the mix and make a softer and more stylish red plush Puppet Tux. It is like walking around in snuggly pajamas. Action pajamas. Combine broken Khaled Scratch and Ruby Contraband. You combine a couple more items you got from Future Dave's loot stash. The broken form of Khaled Scratch and some Ruby Contraband. Whatever the hell that is. The resulting item costs a fortune. You have no idea what it is. Preview item with HoloPad. You momentarily reconfigure your Alchemeter upgrades to make use of the HoloPad extension. You pop the card in the slot and check it out. The combination would produce the broken Scarlet Ribitar, which doesn't sound that useful. Combine whole Khaled Scratch and Ruby Contraband. Ooh, okay. I mean, at least it's a fully functioning sword with a giant crack in it. Out of curiosity, you try it again with a whole sword. You dial back Khaled Scratch's little turntable, rewinding the sword to a point in its history before it was broken. You then combine it with the red frog thingy to show the complete scar. This is what I'm talking about. This is a lot of detail to put in to one device in your world. It's not even like the Omnitrix or anything. This isn't the most important thing. He did this all in now just over a year? This is unbelievable. But there's no way you can afford to make that yet. It costs even more now. Maybe you'll stick to combining items around your house for now, rather than stuff from your future Silodex. It'd be less confusing that way, and probably less expensive. Combine shitty sword and hella Jeff drawing. That's fun, actually. Wait. You use one of your bro's really shitty swords from the fridge and a printout of Hella Jeff to make a sword. This thing is so unspeakably shitty, you're having a hard time even holding it. Come on! Combine Snoop Dogg photo and a mini AC and Khaled Scratch. Was it? Zero grist. You make the Snoop Dogg snow cone machete. When foes drop it like it's hot, just turn up the blizzle nozzle so they chislax faux rizzle. Got it. Combine skateboard and hella Jeff drawing. You make Unreal Air. That looks like a boss if I ever saw one. And there it goes. It is ridiculous what kind of air this thing is getting. Dude, come get the ruler. Check this out. Yeah, it's not coming back. Make another one. You just make another one. You quickly stash it in a card so it can't escape from above. Combine Game Bro magazine and timetables. Yes! You turn back the clock and make a vintage Game Bro. You think you better. You remember this one from your bro's stash. It's a classic. Combine Batarang plus Midnight Crew poster. You make a whole pile of Sudarangs because they are really cool and pretty cheap. Combine Plush Puppet Tux plus Midnight Crew poster. You make 4 aces suited. You aren't really sure which one you like better. The red one is this going to be a poll, a vote? The red one's more unique, so I'd go with that one. I think the white was still the best. Well, the black one is sort of stuffy and starchy. Anyone wearing this suit is all business. Maybe you'll switch it up as your mood dictates. Combine Plush Puppet Tux plus Felt poster. This would make the felt duds if you had some of whatever that green grist is. Combine Smuppet and felt poster. You make a jutting out and impudent felt plush. You do an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and onto his heart, and he into yours. Combine Dead Things in Amber and Smuppet. You make a foam mutant Smuppet encased in amber. Now you're getting somewhere. Combine Dead Things in Amber and Smuppet. For the sake of science, you combine them instead of and combining them. I don't remember the exact code makeup that this makes sense of. The final boss? I have to assume the final boss. If they were losing later. Hello, D.D. Phillips. I almost called you D.D. Phillips. 108. You make an Amber Mutant Smuppet abomination. So cool. Now this is how you make shit work. Eggbird and Lalonde should be taking notes. Or you make the foam metal Mr. T in a jar. Another back-breaking victory for science. Dave intentionally trying to aura farm here, but he can't. He can't do it. You're looking pretty chill with your new freak show entourage. The underlings all look kind of put off by it, though. You're kind of weirding them out. Combine camera and captcha log card. Oh. Oh. The Capturoid camera. You make the Capturoid camera. You can use it to snap a ghost image of any object without captcha logging it. Spits it out on a brand new captcha log card every time. Could be a useful way to take a large inventory of anything you encounter without cluttering up your Sylladex. Also for grabbing codes for stuff you can't ordinarily pick up. Hell yeah. Take photo of self? You take one of your patented ironic cool guy's self-portraits. Man, so cool. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Combine fetus in a... What? No, don't skip along from this. This could be interesting. Combine fetus in a jar and self-portrait photo. Okay. Dave's brain in a jar. That would apparently make Dave's brain in a jar. Gross. It costs a king's ransom, though, because of course the organ is virtually inimitable. Doesn't stop you from capture-roiding its hologram, though. Capture-ride the hologram of your own brain? Okay, that's probably the weirdest thing you've ever seen. Yeah, congratulations, Homestuck. We found a new low. Wow. And it all ties back into Dave being oddly brilliant. Combine brain and SBAHJ drawing and Capturoid camera. Spagifier! I would not have fucked with the Capturoid. Negative 1,000. I guess you make the Spagifier finally something useful. It costs you negative 1,000 units of artifact crits. Does that mean that you found an infinite money generator? Try it out. Looks like it automatically prints out a Spage comic in some way related to whatever you take a picture of. He took a picture of Dave's sprite. Bro, where'd you go? I was gonna chop you and I was gonna show you my chops. Dude, are those wings? Time to fly up away to the sun, you fucking piece of garbage! Okay. The only thing that's left to do is watch that asshole fall. I guess. I think he should have just kept the Capturoid camera. That was entirely breaking this world's magic system. Looks like this should save you a lot of time, specifically the 5 minutes it takes you to draw a comic. You're a busy guy. Andrew Hussey dreamed. Make copies of Rose's journals. Can't forget the most important thing you came up here to make. Gotta be getting your snoop on. Take a look. Meow. Complacency and the learned. Gee, you wonder what that could be. What could be in meow? Read it. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. It's beautiful. To no surprise at all, this book is full of more meow letters. Looks like Rose is totally nuts. What else is new? You guess you'll try out the other book. Looks like it's some sort of creative writing project. Read Complacency of the Learned. Friglish bothered his beard, as if unkinking a hitch in a long silk windsock. As if unkinking a hitch in a long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would pass the exhibit as nervous compulsion, behavior to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable, but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference in history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cadre of fellow wizards were all putting similar moves on their beards as well. The practice would evince thoughtfulness, sagacity even, if they didn't do it all the time. Standing in line at the bank, shooing squirrels from bird feeders. Few occasions were safe. Zazapan inspected the clue, a single piece of evidence cradled in his courageous old man palms. It was a human bone, not striking in the tale it told alone, so much as it was told by the thousands like it festooning the marshy soil of the mass grave. The grisly expanse bore the texture of a decadent dessert, like one of Smarmy's formidable custard trifles wobbled out on wheels for the holidays, to the dismay of the small nation. Gotta work on your writing style, Rose. I had to, literally just go back through that real quick to try and understand what was going on. All certain of this? Asked Friglish. Despite what he was doing with his beard, he was in fact immersed in meaningful contemplation. I am afraid I am becoming more so with each terrible tick roused by that gaudy timepiece slung around your neck. In case it wasn't clear, Friglish wore a clock Zazapan, which didn't wore a clock Zazapan didn't care for. Oh, Zazapan's the name. Sorry. It was magic. The massacre of Sears Guelph was not as written. What has you convinced it was the hand of our disciples in this blackness? Executus chimed in. I believe. I, a fat-faced stammered, eyes darting, with the guilt of a thief in the throes of an unraveling alibi. I can summon a more pressing line of inquiry. No, Snani, nobody was in the mood for a sticky bunt loaf just now. Zazapan's ears fell insubstantial to any line of inquiry, pastry-oriented or otherwise. His abstruse contour carved a pondering shape in the fog-carpeting centuries dead. His 11 contemporaries too embraced the mute consternation of their contemporaries, too embraced the muted consternation of their great pedicant scholar. Few wizards kept sharper adumbratives. Adumbratives? Adumbratives? What the fuck does that mean? It's a real word.
Adumbrative or adumbrative. Adumbrative or adumbrative.
Huh. Serving to foreshadow, faintly indicative. I lost the word. There we go. Few wizards kept sharper adumbratives. I was saying it fine before it. Adumbratives. Or read them with such lucidity. When Zazapan treated men with silence, it was seldom unrepaid by the wise and reasonable alike. It was harrowing to entertain. Zazapan the learned story, complacency of wizards was marked for grander disciples handpicked, vetted by Akhat the bona fide, and tested by Gastrel the munificent. The 12 sweetest, most studious children a pair of elderly eyes could give their sparkle, not the ragged gutter snipe so oft harvested by the common obscenity. Those vituperative little beggars with hearts to corrupt as dropped bananas brown. So, it's guaranteed it's gonna happen. That these chosen youngsters would turn was not merely unthinkable, but something of a roundhouse to the temporal bones of the upper indifference's high chamber of soft-skulled prophets. His wisdom savaged, brow pruned further with recount of his many lessons to would-be successors, lessons to advance humanity's elucidation and prosperity. An outcome this bleak, trail now painfully obviated. There were few puzzles the learned could not suspend and dissect in the recondite manifolds beneath his extremely expensive pointy hat. Wow! Did you, drop your thesaurus, Rose? Daring to pitch his cherished pupils with the foul melange of history's rogues. The heretofore abstract scourge that built up civilizations with ungodly magic and tore them down with joyful malice would prove an intellectual trespass to make his calcium-deficient bones quake. And more daring yet was the only question that now mattered. Could a bunch of bearded, scraggly old men in preposterous outfits hunt them down? He didn't have an answer, only a simple observation so blunt and uncharacteristically jejune for the lauded sage. It was breathtaking in its self-evidency. We're going to need more wands. Wow, think of something better, she said. Dave, you need to combine this with the comic. Hella Jeff plus complacency of the learned. Please combine it. The wizard. This wizard story seems really involved and kind of confusing. You'll have to save your place and dig into it later, and then maybe ask Rose what the hell the deal with it is. Go get a bookmark. You return to your room in search of a bookmark. Oh, hey, finally a use for the pointless juice-stained beta that will never serve any purpose, past or future. You drop it on the John in case you're looking for some reading material later. Check on Rose. Pester. Who's attacking? And I don't think it's like his copy of the story that's being... Maybe. Whoa, why are you burning your wizard fanfiction? I'm not. This book contains a genetic code. Oh, okay. Then why are you burning that? The gods from the furthest ring asked me to. Is that some dumb wizard thing you just made up, or something to do with tentacle monsters? I can't keep track of what you like anymore. How did you know I wrote a story about wizards anyway? John told me. He was all snooping around your room while you were asleep, and I was like, no, man, don't! So not cool. Then he was like, haha, dude, check it out. This book is full of wizard slash. And I was like, I don't even want to know this. It's just such a crazy violation of privacy. This story sounds suspicious. Do you want me to chew him out about it? Well, I will, because that was so outrageous. I don't know where he got off being like that. No, I don't actually mind. Too bad I missed him. I thought you hated wizards. What's the deal with that? I like wizards. What I don't like is my mother's obsession with feigning interest in them to antagonize me. Oh man, that's so messed up. That you think that. She probably digs wizards for real, just like you, and you're blowing shit out of proportion, like pretty much, oh Jesus, that was actually kinda mean. And you and she could probably have been chatting up how awesome wizards were this whole time, but no! You're probably burning your nutjob meow book to spite her too, aren't you? No, I told you. It's one of the gene sequences locked in my subconscious. The gods say it's critical to destroy it. Oh yeah, I thought that was a joke. When did they say that? When I was asleep. And we're trusting these gods because... You mean when we were dancing and stuff in our dreams? Yes. When I flew to your tower, I heard them. They're far above, in the dark sky. I've never seen or heard these things in my dreams. Aren't you often distracted? By music and puppets? Yeah. Have you ever looked into the sky without your shades? No, what a ridiculous question. Maybe you should try it sometime. You're the Prince of the Moon. I'm sure they've been meaning to seek a royal audience. What do all these dots mean? Dunno. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll do that. get some sky monsters to boss me around sounds cool. And it's Rose's skepticism completely abandoning her that's bothering me. Also, Pester. So, really, why are you burning that? I just explained this to the other Dave. Do I have to explain everything to you twice now? No, I know. I'm using Dave's spare computer. I saw the whole conversation through his Pester Chum account. Oh, I see. So instead of having to double explain, I merely have to put up with being double spied upon. What a relief! I just mean, you didn't burn that book in the future. That book was completely pointless. I know, but now it's not. You appeared to make it relevant by traveling to the past. So does that mean the sleeping thing worked? You remember the future. I remember some things. Okay, cool. So why is the cat code so terrible now? I don't know. But the gods were were pretty emphatic about it. Well, okay, I guess it's done, but why are you so sure they're right? Have you ever known them to be wrong? I guess not. But they sort of freak me out. I mean, listening to gross space mutants all day isn't my idea of an awesome time, especially that ones that sing "Oh God." Is that why you always kept the music turned up? No, I flip out to ill jams because they kick ass, obviously. I guess we'll chalk another riddle up in the solved column. Yeah, case the fuck closed. Are you talking to future me? Yes. Okay, I'm out of the loop again. Between you taking orders from Dream Beasts and Birdwing me with, like, future secrets, I'm doing some sort of spectacular fucking jackknife off the loop and getting a wink and nod from Barack Obama. I'm coming upstairs. Okay. I mean, I wonder if we're actually establishing an unfortunate little rift in the group here. Dave. Chill with Dave Sprite. Hello. So it was pretty funny how I made a copy of Rose's evil book right before she burned it, and now she doesn't know about it. I know, I know, it's crazy what kind of foresight this guy has in telling you coincidences like that are unreal. I'm telling you, coincidences like that are... I'm telling you, coincidences like that are unreal. They don't even happen. Most of the time. The best thing about how I did this is how it in no way will ever come back to bite us in the ass ever. Dude, our shit is safe! So safe. Wanna sleep pretty sound tonight? With that big fucking payload of safety you just got dropped on us? Gonna be all hugging my pillow and shit, grinning like a goddamn bear full of honey? Safer than some Flintstones vitamins in a bottle. Keep twisting, Junior, all of that, all you get is clicks. Asshole thinks it's candy. Doesn't even know it, just stepped on a security rake and got a face full of fucking safety! I love that they're both kind of bonding over their idiocy here. Their shared brilliant idiocy. Yeah, anyway, guess I'll go back down and burn that book. Aw, that's very oddly nice of you. All right. Go back in time and stop the thief. You look. Ah! It looks like you already tried that. Whoever took those books was a pretty cold-blooded dude. You figure you'll cool it on the time travel for a while. Don't want to see the Dave corpses start to pile up, especially if one of them winds up being you. Throw yourself out the window. What? You ditched the body before Jade sees... Oh, the dead you. Jade sees it. That would probably freak her out. Press a button on the control panel. You push one of the nearby buttons. It activates the upper right monitor. The view is locked on a particular location on Earth at a particular date and time. Whoever was in the lab appears to have recently calibrated this device. Examine monitor. The monitor displays a town on the west coast of the United States. It appears to be your old neighborhood, but there is a factory there you do not recognize. The date is December 1st, 1995, a few months before you were born. This is the worst revelation. No! You're not doing this to me! An old woman is escorted by her son on a lovely day. A target has been locked over the gentleman's mother. Meteor overhead looms unnoticed. They witnessed the destruction of the facility. Collateral damage to a corporation owned by a renowned billionaire explorer. A mystery begins. Press blue button. They switched to John's serious face for the revelation of the Buddy Crackers factory. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the woman you recognize to be your grandmother. The ghost sludge is sucked into a glass tube? You switch to a monitor displaying a view of a remote island in the Pacific on December 3rd, 1995. Zoom in. Enhance. Enhance. A renowned billionaire explorer approaches on his yacht, an old factory lost 2 days prior, but a new shipmate gained. Together they settle the island and plunder its secrets. It's Baby Jade. Is that the same bunny? It totally is. Oh, I remember what happened. Paradoxes. I was more concerned about the jar. A meteor overhead streaks unnoticed, headed toward an unseasonably warm city in the central United States. Press blue button. It's my turn. That cloud looks interesting. On the left there. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the man you spotted in the woods with your book. The ghost sludge is collected. Switch 3. You switch to a view of an unseasonably warm city in the central United States on December 4th, 1995. An outrageously awesome dude stands before a crater where his favorite record shop stood 1 day prior. I choose to believe this is actually not Dave's brother, but rather John's father. He is prepared for the occasion with a small pair of outrageously awesome shades. A meteor overhead races unnoticed, headed to a lake near a laboratory on the east coast of the United States. No aquatic life could survive. Press blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the outrageously awesome dude. The sludge is allocated to one of another pair of tubes. Switch 2. You switch again to a view of your neighborhood on April 13th, 1996. It is the day of your birth. There is more real estate you do not recognize near the facility. Near the recently devastated baked good facility. It is a shopping mall you have never seen before. Hello? No! A professional lady and new mother has traveled from the opposite coast at the behest of a famous and wealthy scientist to study one of numerous recent celestial anomalies while he is on expedition. She notices a meteor overhead on collision course with a quaint family joke shop. A distinguished gentleman notices the lady and comes outside to greet her, oblivious to the threat above. The gentleman's mother remains inside, busying herself with a tall bookshelf. Wait! How the hell would the ashes have been recoverable? A ladder and a rather hefty unabridged joke book. An old mother lost today, but a new son gained! You love this part, Lily? Because I gotta say, it is pretty fucked up. The gentleman discovers a clue. A powerful nose detects perfume. The lady has fled. The mystery deepens! But the monitor has not lost track of the lady. Everyone has bunnies from that movie! Press blue button. Are we gonna, combine these all into one person? You create a paradox ghost imprint of the professional lady. The sludge fills the final tube. Once all the tubes are filled, an automated sequence begins to execute. That seems bad. That seems very bad. This seems like a problem! 4 young paradox clones are created! And is it... what? Wait a second, yeah, because it was, what? Mama Lalonde, so that's... I think we're supposed to assume that that's Mama Lalonde, Dave's brother, John's grandma, and who was the 4th? Shoot. Who was the 4th one? So are these... by any chance, are these gonna... thank you. Are these gonna end up being the people? Did they just make their actual parental figures? / grand figures? Or are they just gonna actually be clones? Do we believe them? I don't know! I went too far. It does just look like our main characters, though, so it might just be them. Ectobiology sure does involve a lot of button pushing. At least it does when you're a junior ectobiologist. Your loyal assistant, Dr. Meowgon, is all over this one. One pair of tubes empties the sludge into the chamber below. The other pair does as well. Another sequence is activated. This seems very bad! This is a problem! Scale ladder. You storm up your ladder to claim the coveted, if difficult to pronounce wrong, ectobiolababysitter! Do they have belly buttons? Your ladder is absolutely hemorrhaging the boon dollars. Just what your pork hollow's fat ass needs. John, do you realize that you just became a father of 8? That's a busy day right there. You surpass 1 million boon dollars and trade them all in for a single whopping boon buck. This is, of course, going directly into the college funds for all these youngsters. Sure is heavy. Into the hollow it goes. That's a question. And obviously, like a magically created clone would have a belly button. But would a scientifically created clone have one? I don't think so. Because that's the umbilical cord. Kyle XY Declassified was right! I haven't thought about that show in a while. Navigating the Vale nearby. An old man has much to do before he returns to Earth, dies, gets stuffed by his adopted yet biological daughter slash granddaughter, and stuck in front of a fireplace. Taking priority at the moment is shipping 2 passengers long overdue for a reunion. I will grant you, that's a pretty fucking badass ship. The USS Enterprise meeting this thing would be legendary. Fetch modus wallet. Is it if you have enough money you can do whatever you want? Is that what that fetch modus is? Oh no. This is the greatest thing in the world. Okay. This carcinogeneticist Troll John is the last thing I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna end the stream for the day. John! You're already failing as a parent so much! At least I think these are like 6-month-olds and not newborns. I'm pretty sure. I don't have time. Sorry. This isn't a matter of me being done. I mean, I literally have to leave. I'm out of time. If we like, show of hands, is it better for me to save this conversation for the start of next stream, given that case? I will say this much. I kind of expect I should have time next weekend for another stream. So look out then. I guess until next time, I get to immediately start a stream by ruining my voice. Take care.